Hi, this is Hans. I just want to clear up some confusion about what we do and talk about this thing called the Gadarene Swine Fallacy. We're ufologists. We study and research UFOs. UFOs meaning unidentified flying objects. This does not necessarily mean flying saucers, which is the perception of the mainstream media. Now, flying saucers can be unidentified flying objects, but not all unidentified flying objects are flying saucers. When we see and capture an object, it may or may not look like a flying saucer. If this is what you want to see, you have to look up flying saucerology. What we do is mainly a subsection of ufology. Now, don't get me wrong, because our group does see and videotape flying saucers, but we see mostly speeding flybys and other objects that may mimic what we might consider usual and customary to the untrained eye, but defy physics as we know it. Some of the crazy things we see cannot be duplicated. People have to understand that the sky above us is the largest ecosystem on planet Earth. It has bacteria, tons of water, electricity, heat, cold, and wind. One of the reasons why some scientists believe that there's life on Europa, one of the moons of Jupiter, is because of its atmosphere. Radiation due to charged particle acceleration in the magnetosphere should produce oxidants and simple organics on Europa. We have an entire scientific community dedicated to explore our oceans. The technology we have to research the ocean floor is incredible, and we are discovering new amazing animals and species every day. But even with all the expeditions and exciting new ocean technology developments, we've only been able to explore 5% of our oceans. How much less have we explored our skies? Just because we stick our heads in the ocean, open up our eyes, and don't see anything doesn't mean there are no fish. When we look into the sky and don't see anything, we are like scooping a cup of water from the ocean. It would be ridiculous to say that the ocean is devoid of fish based on the one scoop of water. What we're trying to do is to get a bigger glass. The mainstream UFO community has misdirected most ufologists to believe that if you capture a UFO, it's gotta look like a flying saucer. If it doesn't look like a flying saucer, you're going against the grain and will be hated and considered nonsensical and ludicrous. Many are cynical, close-minded, and non-scientific about this subject. If they were truly scientific, they would be more open-minded and skeptical, especially when they see something that is breaking the laws of physics and cannot be duplicated. Being a skeptic is being open-minded enough to accept the claim but needs evidence to substantiate the claim before they can change their mind. The more extreme the claim, the more extreme the evidence. In our case, I will show you a balloon flyby at 147 feet per second or 100 miles per hour in calm weather, or a flat piece of metal going from one side of the sky to the other. I find it strange that the most close-minded people are the ones who believe in UFOs. Okay, so here's the Gadarene Swine Fallacy, or appeal to tradition. The Gadarene Swine Fallacy refers to a metaphor of birds or planes flying in formation. If one plane appears out of formation, we assume that that plane is wrong and off course. It's kind of like the story of Martin Luther King Jr. He was the one that stood up for truth and equal rights. He went against tradition and became one of the biggest movers and shakers of our society. It took someone like him to show the rest of us that we were horribly off course. Maybe we should stay away from the words UFO due to the flying saucer stigma. Maybe we should go with the new words, unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAP. Anyway, I hope I got you to understand the Gadarene Swine Fallacy. It really applies to many things that are going on right now in the YouTube community. Many of the people I watch break tradition and tell us things that the mainstream media will never tell us. Many of them are not politically correct, but they are the new generation of muckrakers, which I love. To me, they are the ones making the biggest difference in our society because they are not afraid of purporting the truth. Anyway, if you like the video, click on the like button, and I'll see you next time.